Hello guys, my name is Craig and welcome to Payment Solutions. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the last part of solving simple linear equations, but in this case around these equations, they're in the form of fractions. So before we start, please make sure that if you're new to my channel, you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new videos. Okay, so I shall attempt these questions for you and show you how we solve linear equations that are in the form of fractions. Right, so if we first look at number 1, we're told that x plus 3 over 2 is equal to x minus 4 over 5. Right, so if you've got fractions like this, right, both the left hand side and the right hand side, what we need to do, the first step is to get rid of the denominator. Right, so to get rid of the denominator, we simply cross multiply the denominators. So cross multiplying 2 will multiply there, then 5 will multiply there. Such that we now have 5x plus 3 being equal to 2x minus 4. Like that. So if you now have this, we are now just solving the normal way. So if we remove the brackets here, 5 times x plus 5x plus 5 times 3, that's 15, and that should be equal to 2 times x, that's 2x, then 2 times minus 4, that's minus 8. So if you correct like terms, we're taking 2x to the left hand side, and we're taking positive 15 to the right hand side. Such that we now have 5x minus 2x is equal to minus 8 minus 15. Right, so if we compute this, 5x minus 2x, we get 3x. This should be equal to minus 8 minus 15. Right, this is simply equal to minus 23. Then dividing both sides by 3, right, x will be equal to minus 7 and 2 over 3. So that's how we solve the first one. Then looking at the second one, so basically what's happening here is that we're simply applying the same concept. So 3x plus 1 over 5 is equal to 2x over 3. So we're simply applying the same concept of cross multiplying. Once we identify that on the left hand side and on the right hand side, we can express whatever we have as a fraction. Then we can cross multiply the denominator. So we now have on the left hand side 3 times x plus 1, then equal to, on the right hand side we now have 5 multiplied by 2x. Right, so if we solve here, we remove the brackets, we're saying 3 times 3x, that's 9x plus 3 times 1 is 3. This should be equal to 5 times 2x, that's 10x. So if we take 9x to the right hand side, we now have 3 being equal to 10x minus 9x. And 10x minus 9x is simply equal to x. Right, so x is equal to 3. This is how we solve number 2. Okay, so now let's continue to look at how we solve number 3. Allow me to erase this part here. Okay, so for number 3, we're told that 1 over 4 times x plus 5 minus 2x over 3 is equal to 0. So what we could do here is that we could make what we have on the left hand side is one fraction. So you see we've got this fraction and we've got this fraction. So we could put these under one denominator, right? Such that we're saying that the common denominator is a 12. Right, so the common denominator being a 12, or what we could do is that we could multiply 12 by 12, right, just to get rid of the denominator, right, or maybe let's say putting these under one denominator, we're saying 4 into 12 plus 3, then that 3 multiplied by what we have in the numerator x plus 5, right, we write it like that, then minus, the minus is there, 3 into 4, 3 into 12 we get 4, then 4 times 2x, write it like that, that should be equal to 0. So now if we remove those brackets in the numerator, or maybe if we get rid of this denominator first, means we're multiplying both sides by 12, right, and of course, we now have 3x plus 5 minus 4, 2x. This will still be 0 on the right hand side. So if we remove these brackets here, 3 times x plus 3x plus 3 times 5 plus 15 minus 4 times 2x plus 8x. and this should be equal to 0. So if you take the x's to the right hand side so that we make both the terms positive. So you see minus 15 plus 15 is already positive. So we take minus 8x and 3x to the right hand side. So 15 will be equal to 8x minus 3x. Then 5x is equal to 15. If we divide both sides by 5, x will simply be equal to 3. Okay, so this is how we solve for number 3. Then now we would like to look at the last question, which is number 4. So I shall erase this. Okay, so for number 4, what we need to do is that we see we've got these fractions, right? And the common denominator throughout from both sides, left hand side and right hand side, is 24. So if we make if you multiply throughout by 24, in other words, if you multiply each and every term by 24, so that we get rid of the denominator, we're saying 24 multiplied by 2x plus 1 over 8 minus 24 multiplied by x minus 1 over 3 being equal to 24 times 5 over 24. So 8 into 24 we get a 3, so we now have 3 2x plus 1 minus 3 into 24 we get an 8 times x minus 1, and 24 into 24 we get a 1, so that will simply be equal to 5. So now we've gotten rid of the denominator, which means the next step is to remove the brackets. So now if we are to remove the brackets, we're simply saying 3 times 2x we get a 6x, 3 times 1 we get a 3, minus 8 times x we get an 8x, then minus 8 times minus 1 we get a plus 8, and this should be equal to 5. We see that we've got 6x minus 8x, then plus 3 plus 8 is equal to 5. Right? So now if we take these terms, if we take this term to the right hand side, then we take this 5 to the left hand side, we now have 8 plus 3 minus 5 is equal to, this minus 8x becomes positive 8x, and this positive 6x becomes negative 6x. Right, then 8 minus 5 we get a 3, 3 plus 3, that will give us a 6. Then 8x minus 6x, this is 2x. So if we divide both sides by 2, x will simply be equal to 3. Okay, so this was how we solve linear equations that are in the form of fractions. So please feel free to leave a comment, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.